Okay, I'm locked in. Every single day I be locked in. Focused all the way, man, I'm locked in. From the time I wake, I be locked in. I don't need no break. Okay. Let's play. Okay. I say ain't nothing but my grind on my mind. See, we started with nothing, then we climb, then we gonna keep bucking till we finally shine. Indeed, I keep them ducking, baby, time after time. I say ain't nothing but my grind on my mind. See, we started with nothing, then we climb, then we gonna keep bucking till we finally shine. Indeed, I keep them ducking, baby, time after time. I said it's getting hotter out that flame I came. They try to stop me, straight up block me through that pain I've gained. A newer way, pursue my rays, look, I don't cry no more. I just load up my mind and let my grind go show. Cause I'm locked in. Every single day I be locked in. Focused all the way, man, I'm locked in. From the time I wake, I be locked in. I don't need no break. Okay. Let's play. Okay. Let's play. Sorry, ain't no conforming. They'll know when I come for them. They don't know what I'm forming. They get low while I'm soaring. Ain't nothing about abnormal. Low, no, he abnormal. Bad for you, ask for who downs I shout, I'm ass for you. No debate, I flow grade 8. Luckily, they with me now. Sit back, watch a procreate. I spit raps that'll go through hate. Stay focused on your biz and don't you ever focus. Stay focused on your biz and don't you ever focus. I'm locked in. Every single day I be locked in. Focused all the way, man, I'm locked in. From the time I wake, I be locked in. I don't need no break. Okay. Let's play. Okay. Let's play.
People, good morning. How y'all doing? First off, before we get started, thumbs up in the chat box if you can hear me. Thumbs up in the chat box if you can hear me. Oh, I forgot. I got on yellow. I forgot about that. What up? What's up, everybody? What's good? Let me send a few shout outs before we get started. King Blaze was first up in this joint. What's good? The Real Killer says, good morning, fam. What's up with you? 86 Ghosts dropping by. Chris, appreciate you for coming through up on this early morning. Sipping, but orange juice only. Hey! Hold on. I'm gonna get to it in a minute. I just saw the message. I'm gonna get to it in a minute. So who else we got? Urban Closer, what's good? Appreciate you for getting up with it. Rave, what's good, Rave? What's good? Hey, Rave is killing his I don't know what to call it. He's killing his skits, so to speak. I don't know. Are they would classify them as skits be correct, Rave? I don't want to make it seem like I'm trying to downplay it, but I want to call them by the right name too. So what would you classify? I say they skits, but what would y'all classify? Because he killing it right now. I just say he killing it right now. See what Tila, what's good? But let me skip all the way down to this comment right here from Tila. Let me skip all the way. All right, this one. Hey, that's what I'm that's what I'm talking about right there. So if you don't know, Tila will be FTMF stamped. Well, not will be. She is FTMF stamped because she got her package. She is FTMF stamped. So I appreciate you for doing that and supporting, man. I appreciate the support. I really, really do appreciate the support. I do. I do. Y'all just don't know how much I do. All right. Let's see what else we got. Who else we got in here? Who else we got in here? Who else? Hey, that's if you don't know, and I still gotta work harder because I gotta work more on that second channel. It ain't moving like I needed to, and I gotta work hard over there. I see Ravenville's in here. What's good? What's good? What's good? Let's see. Mike M, appreciate you for coming up. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Brent, what's good, Brent? I think Brent just said son's birthday. I think that's what I saw on the second screen. Again, free Tars. Free Tars. I saw the video of when Tars went on I think Bobby's solo show. I saw the video. I saw the video. We'll just leave it like that. Leave it at that. Let's see who else we got. This is a new one. I don't recognize this one. Colorful. That's a great, if I'm saying it right, that's a great name. Colorful. I like that. I like that. Who else we got? Twitter post. Wait a minute. We supposed to be brothers. We supposed to be brothers. We all in this thing together. We all in here together, except for when we play each other. And I think y'all beat us. So what we tripping about? What we tripping? Let's see. Gene, what's good, Gene? What's good? What's good? Glad you could stop by. Glad you could stop by. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I think we close to the bottom. Heather falling in. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Now. Wait a minute. What beans need to be spilled? I got a show to do, but I like seeing beans spilled. Let's go ahead and get this thing started so we ain't here all morning. I'm sure everybody got cleaning up to do or errands to run or sleep to get back to. But let's get to it. Let's get to it. So this is our preview show for the Baltimore Ravens versus the Minnesota Vikings. We play the Vikings in week 10 from in Minnesota. This game is not as open door as you might think, especially with JJ McCarthy coming back. And we have to deal with that nemesis, Brian Flores. And we know what happened the last time he went against Lamar when he was down in Miami. It didn't look good for us. What I will say is now that is not the same Lamar that he faced. The Lamar that Brian is facing tomorrow is not the same Lamar Jackson that he faced 3 or 4 years ago. So they just know they're gonna have to come with something a little bit different, with something a little bit harder. Now we have to do our part as well. So like I said, it's not a guaranteed Ravens win. Nothing is guaranteed for the Ravens win. We still 3-5. We still 3-5. So we got to take every game, every opponent serious. We want to be on this run, but it's still one play, one drive, one series, one quarter, one half, one game at a time. You got to keep that same mind frame. I'm gonna have to go do some research, y'all. I'm gonna have to go do some research on y'all, what y'all talking about. But back to this. Let's start with the offensive comparisons. Let me take this down for a second so it won't be in the way. Remove myself for a minute. All right, this is the Ravens offense versus the Vikings offense. And again, they won't be on the field at the same time, but for comparison's sakes, that's what we do. As far as points for, meaning the points that we've scored, the Ravens have outscored the Vikings 202 to 182. Total yards, the Ravens have outgained the Vikings 2,548 to 2,334. As far as plays, the Vikings have run more plays than us. Turnovers. The Vikings have more turnovers than us. They have 13. We have 10. Fumbles lost. We have 5. They have 4. But we haven't had a fumble loss in a while. We went on that streak where Derek fumbled 3 games in a row. And then he had the 2 fumbles by Cooper Rush, if I'm not mistaken. So I think those are the 5 fumble losses that we have. First downs. We have 3 more first downs than them. These are passing yards. This next column right here is passing yards. Excuse me. And they have 100, not even 100. They have about 70 more passing yards than us. But keep in mind, Lamar didn't play for 2.5 games. Excuse me. As far as passing TDs, Lamar missed 2.5 games and still has more TDs than those guys. Because I think out of these 15 TDs, one belonged to Snoop. I don't think Cooper Rush threw any. I think Lamar's touchdown to interception ratio is 14-1. Y'all can correct me in the chat box and the comment section, but I think Lamar's touchdown to interception ratio this year is 14-1, if I'm not mistaken. The Vikings have thrown 9 total interceptions, the Ravens 5. And again, I think 4 of those interceptions are Cooper Rush and maybe Snoop. I don't even know if Snoop threw one or not. I can't remember. But as far as rushing first downs, the Vikings have 81. We have 74 rushing yards. We have 1,084 rushing yards, and the Vikings have 799. We have 8 rushing TDs there, 2 yards per attempt. We're better than them. Penalties, they have more penalties than us. They also have more penalty yards. But scoring percentage is a stat that I really, really like. The Ravens are at 42.7 as far as scoring percentage on their drives, and the Vikings are only at 37.5. Turnover percentage is pretty much equal, 13-6 to 12-2. Each drive time, like the average drive time is 2:47. The Ravens are winning that. And then plays pretty much even. Yards almost even. And then points per drive, Ravens is 2.4. The Vikings is 1.9. And that's the offensive numbers for each other. Now, when we go to defense, we're not dealing with defensive numbers per se. We're dealing with defensive ranking. So this is where we rank in the NFL when it comes to, I took red zone percentage off, so I don't know it off the top of my head, Mike. I took red zone percentage off because I didn't want to have this super long graph, so I took a lot of stuff off. But this is the defensive ranking. These are not the actual numbers. So this is where we rank in the NFL. So that's why this graph is a little bit bigger. As far as defensive points per game, Vikings are 20, we're 24th. And remember, on this chart right here, you want the lower number. You want the lower number. You don't want the higher number. The highest number is 32. The lowest number is 1. So for this chart right here, you want the lower number. All right, yards per game. Vikings are 14. We're 27. At least we ain't 32 no more. Hopefully we can keep going up, especially after what has happened the past couple of weeks. It look like we're in the same boat as last year, because if you guys were here with me last year, you know, we were at 32 for a long time. Then that second half of the season, we went to 31, went to 28, went to 29. I think we ended up like right at 20. So with the defense look like they're adjusting faster than they did last year, hopefully we can get out of the 20s and get into the teens. And I don't think top 10 is feasible, but at least maybe we can get to mid-teens and be on the top half of the NFL. And being the top half of the NFL is 16 on down. All right, TDs given up. The Ravens are giving up 24, Vikings 15. Passing yards, the Vikings are 8th defensively in passing yards. We're 28th. Huge difference. Huge difference. Rush yards, we're right there together, 20 and 21. Time to throw. Now, this number was shocking, yet it's kind of confusing as well, because we're at 9th. We're top 10 and time to throw, which means we're making the quarterback get rid of the ball faster. But then when you look at the next column in pressures, we're almost last. So I don't how they relate to each other, I'm not 100% sure. But making this chart, this was confusing to me. We're 9th, which means we make them get rid of the ball, but we are almost last in pressures, which is crazy. Crazy. And as far as the Vikings, they're 17th in time to throw and 16 in pressures. But we know they got good defensive ends, and they blitz like you know what. Blitz like you know what. The Vikings are 11th in sacks. They're almost top 10 in sacks. We're near the bottom in sacks. We still have, as far as people that have put on a Ravens jersey, Justin Madubuike and Tavius Robinson still lead us in sacks. Neither one of those guys have played in I want to say almost months. So, but now bringing in our new guys, Jones has 4.5 sacks. So he's technically the team leader, but none of those sacks came in a Ravens jersey. None of them. All right. And then explosive runs, they've given up 23. We've only given up 12, which is a good thing. That's a good thing. They give up a good amount of explosive runs. We don't. So us not giving up explosive runs also tends to what the Lions did to us. Those 290-yard drives. They didn't out for some reason when I woke up, that game was on TV, and the Lions were getting 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4. They wasn't getting a lot of yards on their runs, but they was getting enough to get first downs. And it 90-yard drives end up happening. And the defense was wore out. But defensively, that's the ranking. So now we're going to compare some of the superstars on the team. And we know for us, that's going to be quarterback, running back, receiver. These are Lamar's numbers versus J.J. McCarthy's numbers. Right, Heather. Right. That's the gist of it. Run the ball. Run the ball. But Lamar versus J.J. McCarthy. Age difference. Lamar's 28. J.J.'s 22. This is basically J.J.'s rookie year because he got hurt. Games this year, 3 and 5. J.J.'s starting 3. Lamar's 5. Completions. Lamar, you see, Lamar's in blue, just in case you don't know. Lamar has 86 to J.J.'s 38. Completion percentage. This is kind of alarming. Even though he's only played 3 games, being 57, being anywhere in the 50s for a completion percentage ain't great. It ain't great. And it's like a gray area between like 60 and 65 for most quarterbacks. And then the elite ones be like over 70 and pushing 80. So you see the completion percentage right there. So we have to make sure that completion percentage stays at that point, if not lower. You see the yard difference, but keep in mind, it's only a 2-game difference that they ain't played. And you see how many more yards Lamar has over JJ. Lamar's played in 5, JJ's played in 3. And he has almost, no, he does have 600 more yards, 600 plus more yards than JJ. 14 TDs to 4, 1 TD to 4 interceptions. So I was correct earlier. Lamar's touchdown and interception ratio is 14-1, and JJ McCarthy's 4-4. And then quarterback rating, if I'm not mistaken, Lamar leads the NFL in quarterback rating this year. 136.7. You see JJ down there at 70. And then Lamar's been sacked 17 times, which ain't good, and JJ is 14. So obviously we know Lamar's the better quarterback, but I wanted to give you the comparison of the 2 quarterbacks in this game because they're really high on JJ. They got rid of Sam Darnold because of JJ. Sam Darnold's killing it in Seattle right now with Mike McDonald, and they have a lot of belief in JJ McCarthy. I think, and this is my personal opinion with JJ. JJ had a lot of really good players around him at Michigan, and he made plays that it's getting cool. Yeah. Appreciate the 10. Yeah. Appreciate it, Chris. She says it's getting cooler in Bama, so it's whiskey for tomorrow. Praying for a good game. Hey, I think I might match that. I might match that tomorrow. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna match that. I appreciate you, Chris. Appreciate it. Appreciate you. Appreciate all the support. All right, let's keep rolling. So next we doing running backs. Best nation is donation. Sure is. King Blaze. The best nation is donation. All right, King Henry versus Aaron Jones. Both of these guys are 31. Aaron Jones only played in 4 games. Derek played in 8. Rushing yards, Derek has 624 to Aaron's only 139. Yards per attempt, Aaron is higher in that by 0.2 points. By 0.2 tenths of a point, of a yard rather. Aaron Jones is no touchdowns. Derrick Henry 6. Got another donation from Heather. Appreciate it. Heather says, Coach, you remember they play against the Steelers in the playoffs where Lamar ran one way and Derrick ran the other way? They should do that. Yep. Whams, traps, and tosses. Yeah, keep them off balance. Because we can't get in 3rd and long situations. We can't. They pass rush too good. They're Dallas, the kid from Alabama, Dallas, whatever his name is, and Grenard, that we can't constantly be in 3rd and long situations. We just can't. We can't do it because they'll tear us a new butthole. Yeah, tear us a new butthole. What up, Sean? They'll tear us a new butthole. Next up, let's see. Derek has 29 rushes for first downs. Aaron Jones has 5 targets out of the backfield. And this is where I think Aaron is better than Derek. Not too much, but I think Aaron's better than Derek because they give him more opportunities. Now, both only have 10 targets. Aaron has 7 for 79, which is 11.3. Derek has 6 for 46, which is 7.7. And both, to combine, they have one touchdown. But I think Derek should stay in the game, even on passing downs, unless you're trying to do like a specific, like a deeper route or whatever with the running back. Because Derek can catch those little flat routes. Derek can pass pro. And then you don't give away that, hey, this 75% may be a pass if Derek's in the game. That part I don't like. So it's kind of up to Todd to leave him in and let him work. Let him work. The more he works, the better he gets. And we all know that. So even if he don't get 20 carries, he need at least 20 touches. However that's going to be. And that's my opinion as far as Derek. All right. Joystick and Jay Jettas. I will say Justin Jefferson is top 3 receiver in the league. Obviously, Zay is our number 1. So that's why I did the comparison with those two guys. 1 year difference and age difference. Both of them played in 8 games. Jefferson was targeted 72 times, Zay 60. 1 catch difference between them, 46 to 47. Justin Jefferson has 99 more yards than Zay. 13.8 yards per catch, while Zay's at 12. They only have 3 touchdowns combined. Two really good receivers. They only have 3 touchdowns combined. Zay with 1, Justin Jefferson with 2. Catch percentage, you see 76 for Zay, 66 for Jefferson, and then yards per target, basically both of them at 9. Now, the numbers say, and don't kill me for this, y'all. Don't kill me for this. Don't kill me for this. The numbers say that they're fairly even. But we all know, we watch football with our eyes, that we know Justin Jefferson is top 3 in the league. Now, they have had quarterback issues over there, especially with Carson. I think it was Carson Wentz, who basically tried to play with one arm. And so that's why his numbers are where they're at. But we have to put a major focus on Justin Jefferson. We got to. And the thing is, if we don't stop the run, I put a picture on Twitter late last night to show you what time I was working. If we don't stop the run and allow them to get in play pass situations, Jefferson and Addison will destroy us in the area behind the linebackers in front of the safeties. And if they make somebody miss, it really might get ugly. But the thing is, we've been doing a good job of getting pressure up the middle. And that's a good thing for a young quarterback. Don't give him outlets up the middle. Pressure him up the middle continually and make him try to see and throw over the lineman and get something from the outside. We got enough guys to get something from the outside now. We got Mike Green's trying to come into his own. We got Van Noy, the 2 new guys that have came in, Dre Jones and Carl Lawson. Jabo, now I'm going to give old Jabo one petal off a flower. I'm going to give him 1 petal off a flower. Jabo did a decent job versus the run this last game in Miami. I'm giving him 1 petal of a flower. He did a decent job versus the run this game. Not great, not bad, but he did a decent job. Yeah, I would like to see Tez do, us not using Tez is a travesty to me. Not using Tez is a travesty. Got a gifted membership. Sean gifted membership to P. Brown. Appreciate you, P. P got him a gift membership from Sean Cole. Appreciate you, Sean, for doing that as well. Appreciate it. But let's roll on to our next one. Well, we're going to talk more about Jefferson for a minute because I think he's their guy. And so this pie chart right here is the percentage of him getting the ball when he do different stuff. So 1 high, he get it 60-some% of the time. 2 high, he get it 50-some% of the time. When blitz to get it 27% of the time. Targeted no blitz, 26. When he was the first read, he get it 25% of the time. So basically, he's getting the ball at some point. And if you stop him from getting, like, he had 6 catches last week, that was a win for me. in my eyes. Even though he had a touchdown, he only had 6 catches last week, and that should have been a win for that defense. As far as versus him, they didn't win the game, but as far as versus him, he had 6 catches versus the Lions. So that should have been a win for the Lions. But they did other stuff happened, and they got busy. They got busy. As far as the routes he run, these are the routes he ran, and so what this means is this is the percentage of targets he got when he ran those routes. So if he ran the wheel, they threw it to him, but he could have only ran the wheel one time. So keep that in mind. There's 100% throwing to him on the wheel route, but he probably could have ran only one wheel route that game. And so those are the other different routes right there in the percentage that they threw it to him when he ran those routes. So that's what that is. All right. The matchup, like the physical matchup. Now, this is the Vikings defense versus the Ravens offense. And you see their corners, and this is the PFF ranks up there as well with the numbers that you see on the PFF rankings. Their corners are the highest one ranked is 65. We got D-Hop at 90, but I got D-Hop. They got D-Hop in the slot, but these receivers, it should be Bateman, Flowers, and Tez Walker, and then D-Hop in situations. Like Heather said earlier, she wanted to see more not Bateman, Tez. I do too. I do as well. I want D-Hop to come in when we get to the 30 going in. That's what I want. As far as the defensive front for them, Grenard and Dallas Turner, they get after it. Even though Turner's ranked, his PFF ranking is 56 or PFF score is 56. Don't sleep on that. Don't sleep on that. Turner gets after it when rushing the passer, and Grenard has done so for a long time, even when he was with Houston. Linebackers, Cashman and what's Wilson's first name? I forgot Wilson's first name, but they're average. Cashman is a thumper, so we should be able to expose him in coverage too. Cashman's a thumper. Then on the back end, they got Jackson and Smith. So defensively, even though they don't really have like stars or like other than the two bookends, their system is so aggressive that if you make a mistake, it could really, really hurt. Really, really hurt. Now, when you look on the offensive side for us, when you look at PFF things, they kind of give you a green to red shade. Green being good, red being bad. And you'll see we got 3 guys that with green shades. Stanley at 74, Linderbaum at 79, Rosengarten at 67. But we also got 2 important guys that are yellow, 59 and 57 for Voorhees and Falele. And even though Falele has the worst number, as much as we bash Falele, I think the other guy's worse than him. Falele just loses loud. Voorhees loses more consistently. And I know that says a lot. It says a lot. And then when you look at Derrick Henry, this is where people have an issue with PFF and stuff like this. Derrick Henry has a 60 grade. Derrick can't get going because of them 2 guys in front. So the 2 guys in front affect his grade. Really. They really do. So yeah, mid is being nice, Jeremiah. Both of them being mid is nice. Now I agree with this. Don't drop Mike in coverage, but he has gotten better at it. If you didn't see the video I put out yesterday, he has gotten better at it. Now, I don't want to see him dropping coverage, but he definitely has gotten better in dropping in coverage. From that first play against the Lions when he didn't see Laporta and they got an easy 3rd down conversion. Then the next week versus the Chiefs, he opened to the receiver, to the number 3 receiver, and then versus the Vikings, he dropped and didn't have any threat in front of him and got deep enough to where they couldn't hit Jalen Watt on a crosser. So Tua took a chance on a deep ball to some other receiver, and that's the play Malachi picked off. So yeah, I don't want to see Mike drop, but he definitely has gotten better at it. All right, let's flip to the other side of the ball. And this is us defensively. Now, this is what PFF has for us. They basically done threw Draymond Jones in there as a starter. I don't think this is what's going on. I think Mike Green's still going to be in there with Van Noy, and then you got Jones and Jenkins in the middle. Now, Jones and Jenkins have yellowish, almost greenish grades, but I think Travis Jones and Jenkins have done an admirable job in the middle. not only versus the run, but getting interior pass rush. Now, obviously, that don't last because both of those guys are huge and they have to come out and get tired kind of quick. But when they're in there together, we do a decent job versus the run up the middle, and we get decent pass rush. We get decent pass rush. Now, what we're hoping is to continue to get that interior pass rush, and we finally get some people on the edge that can do their thing. That's what we hope. That's what we hope. And then we look at the back end. Ted Buchanan's number is a 49.4, which is crazy, especially after being the rookie of the month. But I will say this, his number is probably low. I'm going to say probably low because of the way he started. As of lately, he's been killing it. As of lately, Teddy's been balling out of control, and you got Rowe beside him. Defense, as far as cornerbacks and secondary, they have Wiggins and Humphreys outside with Hamilton as a slot. That ain't probably is not going how it's going to be. Well, maybe, yeah. Because Kyle been everywhere, so you can't really quantify a position for Kyle. Kyle, we need to put athlete on here for Kyle. If y'all watch my breakdowns, if you watched I don't know who Cole did this week, but I know all 22 did, and you will see Kyle all over the place. You saw him on the edge and maybe look like outside linebacker. You saw him at regular linebacker. You saw him at nickel. You saw him deep. You saw him right at the line of scrimmage, like shooting B gaps. Kyle is everything, and I love the way they use him. Love. Some people don't. Some people don't. Some people think he's doing too much. I'm not one of them people. I think he's your best weapon, and he needs to go and do what he needs to do. And offensively, I think Lamar's the best weapon, and he do what he needs to do. That don't mean run, but he need to do what he needs to do. So that's the defensive matchup from PFF. All right, let's get me back up here. Now, at this point, we about to finish. I want you guys score predictions in the chat box. Score predictions in the chat box. Score predictions in the chat box. And we got 74 viewers. Hit that like button as well, so I can go ahead and give tally points. Let me do that so I can get it up while you guys put your predictions in the chat box. Put your score predictions in the chat box and get those likes up so I can give away points. I can give away points. Where we at? Loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. Here we go. All right, so 25 is done. And then, just so you know, Tila got a huge bump because she purchased some merch. And when you purchase merch, and I know about it, I give a bump in points. So she got a huge bump in points because of purchasing some merch. But with that being said, my prediction for this game, it will not be a blowout. It will not be a blowout. I think it's going to take us maybe a quarter and a half to figure out whatever new wrinkle Flores has for us. And then I think we get rolling. So I think that'll be a frustrating first quarter. But then after that, we get rolling. And they may even be leading at the first quarter because, the adjustment period or whatnot of what they got going. Because JJ is sneakily fast as well. If he don't like what he sees, JK, he can run it. He can run it. He's fairly athletic. Now I'm gonna say fairly athletic. I'm cheating him on his athleticism. He's an athlete. He can run. JJ can run. So as far as the actual prediction, I'm going 30-24. 30-24. And I think going into at the end of the game is 30-17, and they get like a garbage touchdown to make it 24. So I think I'm looking for like a 6 to 10 point game, no matter which way it go for us. And we can't sleep on the Vikings. Even though I know I just predicted us to beat them by 6 points. We can't sleep on them. They're a good football team, especially with their quarterback play, and they are dangerous at the wide receiver and tight end position. I didn't even mention their tight ends today because one of them not playing, but they are dangerous at the receiver and tight end position. Really. So with that being said, man, I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me on this Saturday morning. We're looking at about 39 minutes or so. Enjoy the rest of y'all Saturday. I appreciate all the donations. Let me make sure I go back and give shout outs for those. We got a 10 from Chris. We got a 10 from Heather. And then Sean Coles gifted a membership. And I think P. Brown got that gifted membership. Thank y'all. Don't forget to come back here tomorrow for the watch party. We'll be here live for the watch party. We'll have trivia. We'll have jokes. We'll have drinks. And we're just going to have a good time. We're going to have a good time. So, again, I appreciate y'all. Enjoy the rest of y'all Saturday. I'm going to watch some college football. And let's go Alcorn. Let's beat Southern. Be out.